I spoke on Pierce Morgan. I said that I had three victims that I've been working with, victims of the Carters, that were ready to come forward. This might help them feel a little more confident now. So this is great because he's been evading. But the thing is, everyone in the backdrop knew that he was the celebrity John Doe. Everybody knew that. They knew it when I did Pierce Morgan.
Jaguar Wright, the fearless exposer of the music industry's darkest secrets, has now zeroed in on none other than Queen Bey herself, Beyoncé, and here's where it gets explosive. Beyoncé has reportedly slammed a stern warning down on Jaguar, sparking wild rumors that this drama is far more than just tabloid gossip. We're talking dark sacrifices, secretive deals, and even ties to Diddy's shadowy empire. This isn't just another story, it's a full-blown conspiracy waiting to be unraveled. How much of this is true? And why has this got the internet buzzing? Don't move an inch. This promises to be one heck of a ride.
If we get to the bottom of Tupac's, when that is finally revealed, 15 other will be revealed with it, and you will find that they were all committed by the same two people.
Beyoncé, Jaguar Wright, and the music industry's darkest secrets. What's really going on? Jaguar Wright has never been one to hold back. The outspoken singer and industry insider has made it her mission to expose what she claims are the deep, dark secrets of the music world. Over the years, she's taken aim at some of the most powerful figures in the industry, from Diddy to Jay-Z, and now she set her sights on the queen herself, Beyoncé. But this isn't just another celebrity feud. If the rumors are to be believed, Beyoncé's rise to superstardom wasn't just about talent, hard work, and carefully crafted branding. According to Jaguar, there's a much darker story lurking beneath the surface. And here's where things take a chilling turn.
About
Beyonce
what's going
is
on.
losing hundreds of thousands, millions of followers every day. And she still hasn't said anything, just pretending like life is great in Paris.
Rumors have been swirling for years that Beyoncé's success was not entirely organic. Jaguar Wright has now thrown fuel on that fire, claiming that Beyoncé and her family, especially her father, Matthew Knowles, were involved in secret rituals to ensure her career reached the stratosphere. Sacrifices, witchcraft, industry power plays. These are the allegations being whispered in dark corners of the internet and music industry circles. Of course, these claims are shocking, but Jaguar Wright insists they aren't baseless. She has a history of making explosive claims that, over time, have eerily turned out to have some truth to them. Of course, these claims are shocking, but Jaguar Wright insists they aren't baseless. She has a history of making explosive claims that, over time, have eerily turned out to have some truth to them. According to Wright, Beyoncé's Queen Bey image is nothing more than a carefully constructed facade, a smokescreen for something much more sinister. And the moment Jaguar started to shine a light on this, Beyoncé reportedly issued a stern warning. Beyoncé has always been fiercely private. Unlike other celebrities, she rarely engages in social media drama or responds to controversy. But lately, fans have noticed something unusual. Her social media following has been taking a hit. Reports suggest that Beyoncé has been losing hundreds of thousands, even millions, of followers. Is it just a coincidence? Or is the public finally waking up to something bigger? Despite the swirling allegations, Beyoncé has chosen to stay silent, living what seems to be a picture-perfect life in Paris. But silence doesn't always mean innocence. It could also be a strategic move. Could it be that Beyoncé has been advised to stay quiet to avoid drawing more attention to these accusations? Or is she simply unbothered by the rumors? According to sources, Beyoncé has taken legal steps behind the scenes. Some insiders claim she may have issued cease and desist letters to those spreading the rumors. If true, it wouldn't be the first time a powerful celebrity used legal muscle to silence critics. Diddy, Jay-Z, and the bigger picture. But Beyoncé isn't the only one in Jaguar Wright's crosshairs. She's also calling out Jay-Z and Diddy, two men who have long been rumored to hold an iron grip over the music industry. Diddy, in particular, is currently facing a storm of allegations. Lawsuits accuse him of running a criminal enterprise involving sex trafficking, racketeering, kidnapping, bribery, and forced labor. His empire is crumbling before our eyes. And here's where things get even murkier. Jaguar Wright has suggested that Diddy and Jay-Z weren't just business associates, but key players in a much larger network of control and manipulation in the music world. The claim? That Beyoncé's success is deeply tied to this network. Rumor has it that Diddy played a major role in introducing Beyoncé to Jay-Z. Some reports suggest that this wasn't just a casual introduction. It was a calculated move. According to Wright, deals were made, power was exchanged, and Beyoncé's career was carefully shaped behind closed doors. This raises a serious question. If the allegations against Diddy are true, how deep does the connection go? And if Jay-Z and Beyoncé were part of the same circle, what does that say about them? With all of these claims making waves, one thing is certain. The industry's biggest players are being forced into the spotlight like never before. Beyoncé, Jay-Z, and Diddy have long been seen as untouchable figures at the very top of the music world. But as the walls start to close in on Diddy, and Jaguar Wright refuses to be silenced, the cracks in their carefully curated images are beginning to show. Will Beyoncé finally break her silence and address these allegations? Or will she continue to let her legal team handle the situation from behind the scenes? And what about Jaguar Wright? With each passing day, her claims gain more traction. Is she a truth teller exposing the dark underbelly of the industry? Or is this just another attempt to stir up controversy? One thing's for sure.
There are two ways to leave here, either through the door with the deal sign or through this window, and we're on the 29th floor. So you was like, where's the pen?
Then there's Jay-Z. Most people see him as a hip-hop mogul, a business genius, and Beyoncé's supportive husband. But rumors about his past dealings, particularly with Rihanna, have persisted for years. Back in the early 2000s, Jay-Z signed Rihanna to Def Jam when she was just 16 years old. While he's credited with launching her career, some insiders have described their relationship as concerning. One of the most chilling moments resurfaced in a podcast discussion where an old interview clip of Rihanna was played. In the clip, Rihanna described meeting Jay-Z for the first time, admitting that she was nervous and shaking when she walked into his office. Then came the unsettling part. Rihanna recalled that Jay-Z told her, "There are two ways to leave here. Either through the door with the deal signed or through this window, and we're on the 20th floor." The audience in the interview looked visibly uncomfortable. Some laughed nervously, but the underlying message was clear. This wasn't just a joke. A 15-year-old girl had been flown to a foreign country, brought into a grown man's office alone, and told she had no choice but to sign a deal. What makes it even more disturbing is that Rihanna's father wasn't present when she met with Jay-Z. He only arrived the next day to collect the check. While Rihanna has never publicly accused Jay-Z of any wrongdoing, many have noticed that she has distanced herself from him in recent years. She's built her own empire with Fendi, and her ties to Roc Nation seem weaker than ever. Could this be a sign that she wanted to break free from whatever influence Jay-Z had over her? Jaguar Wright's claims suggest that Beyoncé, Jay-Z, and Diddy aren't just successful artists and entrepreneurs. They're allegedly part of a much larger network of power and control. If the allegations against Diddy are true, and if he was indeed connected to Beyoncé and Jay-Z from the start, it raises a troubling question. How many other artists have been manipulated in the same way? And if Beyoncé really did issue a warning to Jaguar Wright, what exactly is she trying to protect? With Diddy's legal troubles mounting and more people speaking out about the dark side of the industry, this story is far from over. Will more artists come forward with their own experiences? Will Beyoncé, Jay-Z, or Diddy address these allegations head-on? Or will the industry continue to silence those who dare to expose the truth? One thing is certain, there's more to this story than meets the eye. Beyoncé's warning and the power struggle behind the scenes, something big is brewing in the music industry. The latest whispers suggest that Beyoncé isn't just sitting back while Jaguar Wright continues to spill secrets. According to sources, Beyoncé has reportedly issued a stern warning to Jaguar, but the exact nature of this warning remains a mystery. Is it a legal move, a cease and desist letter meant to silence Jaguar? Or is it something more subtle, something behind the scenes? One particular account, now mysteriously scrubbed from the internet, adds another layer to this puzzle. A woman once claimed that while dancing at a club, she sat on Beyoncé's lap. and Queen Bey allegedly whispered something chilling in her ear. "Don't start something you can't finish." If true, that's a bold statement from someone known for keeping her personal life under wraps. And it begs the question, what exactly is Beyoncé trying to prevent? Jaguar Wright isn't backing down. If Beyoncé thought a warning would make Jaguar back off, she might have underestimated her. Jaguar has built a reputation as someone who won't be silenced, no matter how powerful her targets are. In a recent interview, Jaguar doubled down, saying, "They can try to silence me, but the truth will come out." And this isn't just talk. She's already taken aim at Diddy, Jay-Z, and now Beyoncé, revealing what she claims are the hidden power moves that shaped the careers of some of the biggest names in music. Rumors about Beyoncé's personal life have circulated for years, and one of the most persistent involves her alleged relationship with dancehall superstar Sean Paul. Back in 2003, their hit collaboration Baby Boy topped the Billboard Hot 100 for 9 weeks. But something strange happened. They barely performed it together. According to insiders, Beyoncé was allegedly afraid that people would pick up on her rumored affair with Sean Paul. Sean himself has hinted at this, once saying in an interview that he wished their relationship had developed further because they had a deep connection. While there's no solid proof of a romance, the fact that their performances together were mysteriously limited, even as their song dominated the charts, has fueled speculation for years. Jaguar Wright has long suggested that Beyoncé's career was carefully engineered, and she claims Diddy played a key role in that process. Diddy has been a central figure in the music industry for decades, but now he's facing a major reckoning. Allegations against him include everything from human trafficking to racketeering, and his once unshakable empire is beginning to crumble. But what does this have to do with Beyoncé? According to sources, Diddy allegedly introduced Beyoncé to Jay-Z at a party in the late 90s. On the surface, this might seem like a harmless industry connection, but Jaguar suggests otherwise. She has hinted that this was not just a casual introduction, it was a deal. And like all deals in the music industry, it supposedly came with strings attached. Jaguar Wright has also called out Jay-Z for a pattern of betrayal, suggesting that he has a history of using people to get ahead before discarding them. She pointed to his past with DeHaven, a childhood friend who was instrumental in Jay-Z's early years, but was later cut off. Then there's Big L, a talented rapper who was mysteriously murdered before he could reach mainstream success. Jaguar suggests that Jay-Z absorbed his style and ran with it. And then there's Dame Dash, the co-founder of Rockefeller Records and one of Jay-Z's closest allies in the early 2000s. Once they built an empire together, Jay-Z allegedly turned on him, taking full control of their business and leaving Dame in the dust. Jaguar has even gone as far as to say that Jay-Z stole his life and identity. If this is a pattern, it raises an important question. Was Beyoncé's rise to fame part of the same blueprint? Now here's where things take a shocking turn. With Diddy facing serious legal trouble, some insiders believe Jay-Z is quietly distancing himself and possibly even helping to take Diddy down. Jaguar Wright has suggested that Jay-Z is doing exactly what he's done before, aligning himself with powerful people, using them to rise even higher, and then stepping away when the time is right. She even claims that Diddy once had complete confidence in Jay-Z, thinking they were in this together. But now, with Diddy facing allegations that could destroy him, Jay-Z remains untouched, watching from a distance, waiting to claim the throne entirely. People admit that one thing is clear: there's more to this story than what meets the eye. Beyoncé issuing a warning to Jaguar Wright suggests that there is something she doesn't want exposed, whether it's about her career, her personal life, or her connections to Diddy and Jay-Z. The timing of this warning is telling. Meanwhile, Diddy's empire is on the verge of collapse, and Jay-Z appears to be walking away unscathed, just like he always does. So, what's really going on behind the scenes? Is Beyoncé simply protecting her reputation, or is she part of something much bigger? And if Jaguar Wright is right, if this is a carefully orchestrated power struggle, then the next few months could reveal some of the biggest secrets the music industry has ever tried to hide. Stay tuned, because this is far from over. The walls are closing in, and the stakes have never been higher. With Diddy's empire on the verge of collapse and Jaguar Wright continuing to spill industry secrets, it seems the power players of the music world are finally taking action. Beyoncé and Jay-Z, usually silent when it comes to rumors, have reportedly decided enough is enough. According to sources, their legal team has stepped in after Jaguar's latest allegations on Piers Morgan and Censored sent shockwaves through the industry. But here's the thing, when you bring in lawyers, you're not just denying accusations. You're trying to control the narrative. And that raises an important question. What are they so afraid of? For years, Jaguar Wright has been outspoken about the hidden darkness in the music industry. But when she went on Piers Morgan and Censored, she didn't just hint at secrets, she named names. She called out both Diddy and Jay-Z, saying, "For 4 years I've been screaming. Not just Diddy, but Diddy and Jay-Z are monsters." That's not something you say lightly. And for the first time in a long time, the backlash wasn't just from fans on social media. It came straight from Beyoncé and Jay-Z's camp. Within hours of the interview airing, Piers Morgan himself was issuing a public apology, quickly trying to set the record straight. Public figures get accused of things all the time, especially in the entertainment industry. But Beyoncé and Jay-Z have built their careers on the idea that they're untouchable. They rarely respond to rumors. They ignore the drama. They let their success speak for itself. So, why is this different? Why is this the moment they decided to push back? Some believe it's because the allegations are getting too close to the truth. Diddy's legal troubles have been dominating headlines for months, with multiple lawsuits against him, including allegations of sex trafficking, racketeering, and even kidnapping. It's clear that his once powerful empire is crumbling. And here's where Jay-Z comes in. Rumors have circulated for years that Diddy and Jay-Z were closer than the public realized. Not just industry friends, but business partners operating in the same powerful circles. According to insiders, Diddy was instrumental in helping Jay-Z navigate the business world, setting him up with key connections and access to wealth beyond music. But with Diddy now facing potential criminal charges, some believe Jay-Z is doing what he does best, distancing himself before the fallout reaches him. This isn't the first time Jay-Z has been accused of cutting ties when things get too messy. DeHaven, Big L, Dame Dash, now Diddy. And what does that mean for Beyoncé? While Jay-Z has been linked to Diddy for years, Beyoncé has largely been viewed as separate from his dealings, until now. Jaguar Wright's claims have put Beyoncé in the spotlight, suggesting that she's not just a bystander in this power struggle, she's an active participant. According to sources, Beyoncé's career wasn't built solely on talent and hard work, but on strategic connections. Connections that allegedly involved Diddy. Rumor has it that Diddy didn't just introduce Beyoncé to Jay-Z, he played a role in securing her place in the industry. Some have even suggested that Beyoncé's success came with a cost, one that may have involved personal sacrifices within her own family. And then there's the strange case of the witchcraft allegations, which doesn't seem to want to go away. According to Beyoncé's accuser, she was hypnotized and drugged, attacked while she slept, and denied a restraining order against Beyoncé. Now, these claims sound outlandish, but the fact that they even made it to legal discussion is enough to raise eyebrows. And while the case was thrown out, many are wondering, why did this woman feel so strongly about these accusations? Is it just another baseless rumor, or is there something deeper that the public isn't meant to see? After all is said and done, some people believe that there's more to what's happening in the industry. According to them, what we're seeing now is the beginning of something bigger. They believe that Jaguar Wright isn't just throwing out wild accusations, she's forcing some of the most powerful people in the industry to respond. Beyoncé, Jay-Z, and Diddy have spent decades building an image of success, control, and power. But cracks are starting to show. And the more they push back, the more people start to ask, what are they really hiding? At the end of the day, the music industry has always been a world of secrets. There have been whispers of manipulation, exploitation, and hidden deals for years. And while Beyoncé and Jay-Z have always stayed above the drama, the fact that they're now fighting back against Jaguar Wright's claims suggests that this time, it might be different. So, is this just another conspiracy theory? Or are we finally getting a glimpse behind the curtain of one of the most powerful empires in music history? Only time will tell. Do you think there's any substance to Wright's allegations? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Hit the like and subscribe buttons, and be sure to turn on the notification bell to be notified of our latest uploads. Thanks for watching.